Okay, so now it's time to get the potatoes ready, and I apologize. My spoken German is not very good. So if anybody from Germany is watching, I apologize now for not being able to pronounce things well. I'm nearly 50 years old, and I have not lived in Germany since I was 13. So um, anyhow, the potatoes are hopefully I pronounce it right. Kartoffeln, Kartoffeln, Caraway potatoes, and I got the recipe again from German cookbook from Mimi Sheridan, and um, like I said, it's not a Dutch oven recipe, but I'm going to do it in a Dutch oven. So um, I've got at the moment 2, 4, 6 really big red potatoes. I think primarily it should have been for smaller ones, but I've got 6 of them. And let me set this off to the side for a second here. What I'm going to do is take a 10-inch regular or 10-inch shallow, however you want to word it, and there it goes. I'm just going to lightly put some fat into it. Just to put a little coating in the bottom. And that'll do just fine. Okay. I'm going to set that off to the side. And I apologize again. I should have had some coals started. So I'm going to go ahead and get some coals started. And then jump back to preparing the meal. Okay. Well, I hope I don't burn up my GoPro. So I've got what I'm going to do here is got some sea salt as we've seen earlier. And I'm just going to pour some into this plate here. Short of wasting any, it doesn't really matter how much because it's just going to coat things. And same thing, I got some caraway seed, and I'm just going to sprinkle some of that in here. And if it's kind of, well, yeah, they're supposed to be all mixed together. Okay. So, let me get my Becker. It's a great woodsman's knife, and it's an awesome kitchen knife too. So, being out here in a pseudo base camp, it's the perfect knife. So I'm just gonna, oops, and my oven. Okay, so we're just going to cut the potatoes in half, and then salt them with the caraway seeds. Put them down inside the pot. Same thing on this side. Salt them with the caraway seeds and put them down in the pot. Again. And, well, you get the idea. Okay. Well, I'm not so sure if and that. I think that, my friends, is going to be it completely. Got 2 potatoes I didn't use, but for 2 people that should be plenty of potato. That should be, yeah, for the 2 of us plus the roast, that should be plenty. So I'm just gonna come back here. Okay. And I got some hopefully it's done. Yep. Okay, got some melted butter. That is hot. And I'm going to just drizzle that over top of these potatoes. And my coals should be done, just about done. So I'm going to go ahead and set the lid on here. Well, we're going to, I made myself a little note because I'm not used to cooking this high. It's a 10-inch shallow Dutch oven, and I'm going to be using 25 coals. 7 on the bottom and 18 on top, and that should give me a 400-degree oven, which I'm going to roast the potatoes for about half an hour. And like I said, I'm not used to cooking that high normally, so I don't have the coals memorized, but as soon as these couple, 2 or 3 get done, we'll get that going over here. Okay, so I'll get the potatoes and put them there for a second. And there they are. There's my tongs. I want 7 on the bottom. Okay. Okay. There we go, 7 on the bottom and a lot on top. Should be 18. I'm going to tilt a couple of these ones that weren't quite started good off to, so they can lean on each other and support themselves and get some. Yeah. So they can just kind of help each other along. It's almost hard to get 18 coals on top of the number 10 oven. Anyhow, we'll let that go half hour-ish. And I need to pull the meat out of the pot now and then reduce the liquids down for that. So I got to get some more coals started. And we're just about done. I'm also losing daylight, so I apologize if I don't give you a final viewing of everything all complete at one time. If I just had about a half an hour more daylight, I could probably have done that, but by the time this gets done and everything, I'm not going to be able to, so I apologize for that now. Alright, so here's the roast. Now we got to reduce the liquid down by half. I'm going to pull it out of here. Ooh, yeah, look at him. Looking good. Okay, so this is going to get kind of tricky. Take this. All right, that worked out pretty well. Now, let's try to get the roast out of here without A, losing it, and B, burning ourselves. Very quickly. All right. Okay, so I'm going to bring that on in the house. What I'm going to do here is get some more coals strictly in the bottom of the pot, and that's to heat up the liquid and reduce it down to where it's going to be more of a sauce. So that's pretty much it. We're just waiting on that to become a sauce and for the potatoes to become done. And then we'll be eating. The last little run of everything. All I want here is just a lot of heat from the bottom, just to cook that liquid down some. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay these out. I suppose a checkerboard pattern would be the most balanced, but that iron's been cooking for the last 3 hours, so it's already pretty hot. And I just want a lot of heat, ouch, without hitting my head. There we go. To cook that on the bottom. To make a little sauce for our dinner, and yeah. That looks really, really good. So again, to summarize, and I'm gonna, oops. Excuse me. We had almost an 8-pound pork butt with a lot of onions, about 6 onions, and some apple cider, and we cooked that for about 3 hours, and that was from one of my Irish cookbooks. We also made an Irish brown soda bread, and and a Guinness Stout spice cake. All three of those came from that same Irish cooking cookbook. And to accompany that, I've got some German Caraway potatoes roasting in the small oven left over here. And that is our meal for this particular Sunday, the first weekend in October. And it's just a meal I know would be a very good base camp meal. Maybe at a hunting camp or whatever whatever type of camping fellowship you may have, this would be a perfect meal for that. It's very hearty. It's all can be done in the Dutch oven, and it should be just an awesome meal. So this is going to reduce down, and I'm going to just turn the camera off after this point. I'm hoping to get things set up inside the house, because it's getting dark out here. But I'm hoping to get things set up inside the house just to take, if nothing else, take a still picture of the meal. You guys will know it was all cooked outdoors. I wish I could do it in an outdoor camp setting as we're eating, but we both have to work tomorrow, so the cleanup is still ahead of me. And I apologize for not giving you a camp setup as we're eating, but know that this should be a good camp meal. All right, there we go. It's everything. Sorry, I'm out of breath. So I just carried the 2 Dutch ovens back up from the hill. Here we go. One last time. We got a brown soda bread. We have German roasted potatoes with caraway. We have a Boston butt pork roast that was cooked for 3 hours in apple cider and onions. And then for dessert, we have a Guinness spice cake. This is it. This is my base camp meal for first weekend in October 2016. Thank you for spending Sunday afternoon with me, and we'll see you next time in the woods.